Hey, welcome back to Minecraft, but in a bit of a different way. My minimap is bigger now. Oh, that's probably from my recording hotkey. I don't care. But this is modded Minecraft, not vanilla Minecraft, because it's a it's a big debate whether modded is better because it is a substantial change to the game, but I like modded. I like vanilla as well, but honestly I kind of prefer modded because there's like a lot of stuff added to the game, and it gets pretty crazy. If you've ever played modded, you know what I mean. But if you've... There was an old pack back in... I think 1.8 was Stone Block 1, and then there was Stone Block 2 in 1.12, and they're like my favorite mod packs so far, because, I like this kind of survival element where you're stuck in some place where it seems like you can do absolutely nothing, and you just build your way up from there. And I wanted to do that again, but 1.12 felt like a bit too far of a downgrade, so I found this pack, not Sky Factory, Stone Factory, which isn't strictly a stone block, but it's kind of a spiritual successor to it. So I'm going to be playing this. Now, I'd like to figure out why my mini-map is so big. There we go. Switch it back to the smaller one. I don't even really need it because it's just black, but I'll leave it there because it adds to the modded experience. So, what do I need to do first? Story. Stone Technology... Oh, right, that's the name. Stone Technology, not Stone Factory. That was a different one and it was crap. This one's better. Stone Technology takes place in a stone block. You are stuck there for eternity. Fortunately... Yes, I can speak, yay. Fortunately, you are a talented inventor. By discovering and exploiting elemental technologies, you may well discover more powerful ones. Be patient and bold, and you can make this place livable. Yep. Give me that XP. Oh my god, that took me up by almost 5 levels. I was not expecting that. Quests. The quest book will guide you through your adventure. You can access the quests from your inventory at the top left, around here. If you have any doubts about the usefulness of an item/block, you can consult with the wiki of the mod in question. There should be a link to it if this pack is done well, but it's fine, I can figure it out. Some of the quests are inspired by the Ragnarmod 6. Yes, that is, if I've got my facts correct, the guy that did the quest, or just like this whole questing mod, as kind of inspired by the old Feed the Beast quests. I don't know. I didn't fiddle around with that too much. Anyway. Next one. Goals. The goal of the mod pack is to complete all of the quests, as you can probably tell. This will require you have explored in depth the majority of the mods in the pack. Yep. I am fully aware of that, and I've already checked it out. There's a lot of crap. So. Oh, also, the fact that there's Inferium Essence. We're getting into mystical agriculture at some point. Support. Stone Technology is my first mod pack, and I made it alone. Props to him, it looks pretty good. It's probably not perfect, so if you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to contact me on the mod pack Discord. Made by Vadiz. Props to him. So, give me some food. I have completed Stone Technology. Progression. Right, start. Here you can see the path to unlocking new technologies. Okay. So, next is create. Complete andesite casing task. Okay. So then create is there. Andesite casing. Okay. I think I'm just going to start in this for the beginning. So, 32 oak logs. And it gives me 8 logs back. Yep. Ooh. Yes! The excavation mod in this does work with trees. Good. So, let's see. I'm holding my bind. Yeah! That makes everything so much easier. Right. And then as with most mods, you've probably seen this before, you can either crouch repeatedly, and it'll do a bone meal effect, or sometimes it also works with sprinting around, but not all the time. Anyway, I just need to get to 32 logs. This should be the last tree. And there we go. 33 logs. I got one more than I needed to. Okay. So, there we go. Give me the oak logs. So, what to get next? Stone hammer. It gives me another hammer. Right, so that's how we do ex nihilo stuff. Okay. So, crook. Use crook to destroy leaves and collect silkworm. Then use silkworm on leaves to create infesting leaves. Right, this is just normal ex nihilo stuff. Oh, and it's ex nihilo sequentia. Right, so that's got different stuff. Chicken bait. I haven't touched ex nihilo since 1.12, so a lot of this is going to seem new to me. Right. So, there's also Tinkers. Yes, crafting station. The usual recipes. Okay, good. I'm going to skip doing vanilla tools and just go straight to Tinkers because it'll just make my life much, much easier. So, yeah. For Tinkers, I need wood, and 2 wood plus 2 sticks makes patterns. Oh, it only makes 3. That obsoletes some of my maths. Okay, I can just make more though. There, 12 patterns. And then I'm gonna need 2 crafting tables for reasons. One of them... Oh no! You can't... Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, the crafting station is... Oh, okay, it's changed. Oh well. But I was right that you needed this. But that's how you make the crafting station now. Ah. And then... Should have the... Nope. What was it then? Tinker station. Oh! Okay. And then the part builder? Ah. Part builder's just a little different. Okay. It's that. Right. They've changed up the recipes. Could be a good thing. I don't know. Because they were a bit too easy before. I don't want to say they were OP kind of good, but Tinkers was a very good mod. And it has just been progressively nerfed more and more. Part builder, Tinker station. Wait, where's the stencil table? I need that, don't I? Yeah, where's the stencil table? There isn't one. Okay then. Oh! Oh, okay. That's a good change. So, have the recipes changed? I need an axe I'll start with. So, axe head, binding, and stick, they are all the same. Oh, they got rid of the longsword. Oh well, that was my personal favorite, but it was pretty good. Ooh. I can't make that out of wood. Oh no, it just costs more. Never mind. Axe head and tool handle. So let's make the axe. I don't need all this stuff in my hotbar. Right. I hope Tinkers works the same way as it always has. Does it have XP on it? No, they might not level up anymore. Oh well, they're still good to just have a custom tool. Well, let's see, does this change anything if I get some more wood? I don't really need more wood, I have plenty, but yeah. Nope, it doesn't look like it has XP. Oh well. That's not that big of a deal. So, what next? 100 seed brick. Oh, jeez. Let's start with sieving and whatnot. So, stone hammer. I need cobblestone and any kind of stick. How do I get the cobblestone? Oh, right, I make the Tinker's pickaxe. Yeah. I mean, I could make just a vanilla pickaxe, but if I'm going all in Tinkers, I may as well make a Tinker's pickaxe. Oh, it consumes a pattern every time. That's... Honestly, that seems like a better change balance-wise. Right. So now I can just... Oh, I've got auto jump. Now I can just mine some of the stone out of the walls. I kind of want to maintain this central area. Yeah. Maybe I can just dig rooms out of the side. I don't know, because I like this central area. It's quite aesthetically pleasing. Anyway. I just need to get a bunch of stone. I think 19 is fine for now. Oh, right, I need to get silkworms too. Ooh, this netherite mesh. What's the recipe for a sieve? Ah, the same. Okay. So, give me a bunch of wood. I need to make slabs. I need more wood. Slabs go there. Wood goes on the outside. I still need more wood. And I make the sieve. Yeah, I don't need logs. I can get more quite easily. There. 6 sieves. That'll be fine. And then a crook should just... Yep, it's just that. There. In Stone Block, there was a Tinker's crook, which was very handy, but I can live without it. So then I just... There we go. Vein mine the leaves, and it gives me a bunch of silkworms. And then I can use these silkworms to infest the tree. The more times you infest it, the faster it'll go. And I'm just going to wait until the whole thing is infested. But I can do other stuff in the meantime. Like, with this cobblestone, I can make myself a stone hammer. Which I can then use to get stuff like gravel, sand, and dust, which is an ex nihilo thing. Gave me another sieve. Cool. Crook, and another hammer. I am going to be burning through these hammers quite a lot, so I guess that's a good thing. Right. Ooh, they've got Snad! Ooh! Snad's very nice. Compressed stone hammer. Ooh. Oh, it takes 9. Fun. I'm gonna make these barrels because then I can get water and other liquid stuff. Go away, windows. Well, the leaves seem to be done, so give me all that string. Jeez, that is a lot of string. Okay. I was expecting like maybe 1 stack. Okay then. So, is the mesh just this? Yes. So now I have 7 meshes to go in my 7 sieves. So, I don't really need a particular place for them quite yet. I'll just throw them down. Anywhere's fine. Now, anything in particular that's asking for? Thanks for the 3 extra string. Ooh, right, the heavy sieve. That's how you can sieve compressed stuff, but it's not really that good because you can't sieve in multiple of them at once. I can always start down the tree of getting all of the different meshes, but I might leave that for later. Yeah, I'm going to do the barrels and the crucible. Now, I think it's still the same recipe for the crucible. Oh no, that's the heavy sieve now. With my other crafting table, I can make the slab that I probably need. Yeah, there we go. Oak crucible. And the barrels should just be this. Yep. And I'm going to need plenty of barrels, so I'm just going to turn all of these into barrels. There we go. 5 barrels seems fine. So, this oak crucible I can fill with saplings, and it should slowly make water. Although I might need to put a torch under it. I can try that. Yeah, I just needed to put a torch under it. There we go. Slowly making water. And then I might have to use bottles before I can use a bucket, and I can put it into these barrels where I can make stuff like clay. Right. So, barrel's done. What? I have the... Oh, wait. It's different. Did I make an oak? No, I just made one from a different mod. Okay. It's actually supposed to be made like that. The X-Compressium one. And it should still work exactly the same way. It just doesn't need a torch. Yeah. So I can put the torch back on the wall. Now I've just got a hole. I don't know what to do with this though, because it's kind of a crap crucible compared to this one. Right. Yeah, get a water bucket. Oh, it's asking for an iron one. Okay, so yeah, I am gonna have to start sieving various things. 12 dirt. Yeah, I've got stuff to make dirt. I can use some of my silkworms, because when am I gonna need 52 of them? And all you need to do, just take some kind of organic matter, like silkworms, or string, or saplings, or leaves, seeds even, and you just fill up these barrels, and it composts itself into dirt. And it's asking me to make how many? 12 dirt. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be getting rid of all of my silk. Well, not silk, string. But I've got plenty of silkworms. In fact, I'll get that going again. I've got 8. Okay. And I guess while I wait for that to go, I can do the hammering stuff. So, if I just get a bunch of this cobblestone, I'm hoping I can vein mine it. Use the hammer. Yes, vein mine it, and it turns itself into gravel. And then if I do the same with gravel, it becomes sand, and if I do it with sand, it becomes dust. And other than the vanilla crafting recipes with them, the main usage is to sieve them to get various different resources, like gravel you can use to get metals, sand you can use to get things like bone meal, and I think blaze powder, although that might be from dust. And then dust gives you the powdery things like gunpowder and redstone, or glowstone, or all of that stuff. In general, I think sand is the least useful. Oh yeah, and you can sieve dirt to get seeds. But gravel is probably the most useful because it's... Oh. It's not giving me anything. Why? In the sieve... It's a 10% chance for 1 flint in the silk mesh. I mean, I can just use 3 to get 1 flint. I'll probably just do that then. Right. So I'm just gonna... Oh, actually no, this is done. Right, after composting all of that, I don't have too much string left, but that's fine, I can get it quite easily. And I've got all the dirt that it asked for. Now I have 16. And do I use that to get clay? No, I think that's also with dust, but I need water first. Oh right, ancient... Oh no. Wait, hang on. What gives ancient spores? Dirt. Jeez, that's a really low chance, even in the good meshes. Yeah, but I guess you get 3. 5% chance for 1. Damn. Okay. Some of these are going to be really hard to get, but I'm going to do most of the sieving off camera because it is extremely tedious and pretty boring, at least to watch. Now I'm just going to dig out some kind of a hole here using my hammer so that I can get free cobblestone. Oh, actually, why use the hammer when the pickaxe gets cobblestone? I thought it would get me gravel. Oh well. And I think I'll... Actually, how much flint do I need for a mesh? I need 6 flint per mesh, 7 meshes, 7 times 6, 42. I need 42 flint times 3, 126 gravel. Right. So I need 126 cobblestone that I then turn into gravel. There we go. I got a little more than I needed, but I just wanted to finish clearing this out. So, now I need to hammer all of this. Do I even have enough durability? I don't know how to check. Oh well. I need 3 less than this, so this much gravel to get all of the meshes that I need. There we go. I just filled this back in with cobble, and now I just vein mine it all, and there we go. That was much quicker. And then turn all of this into flint, and there we go, 42 flint. And one thing that took me quite a while to learn, you can just shift right click the meshes to get them out. I used to break them all the time. Oh well. And there we go. Flint mesh. And now I can start getting metals from my gravel. But I think I've done enough for this video. I've started this off kinda set in stone what's going to be happening. And why don't I take a quick look at what's to come? Oh, 3 extra flint. Wow, thank you. So, in this progression, eventually I'll get on to doing the create mod, which, actually, why don't we see, what do I need to start the andesite casing? Andesite alloy, any log, and a bunch of wood. How do I get andesite alloy? How do I get andesite? Andesite pebbles, which I get from sieving dirt. Okay, that seems like I can get started with that pretty soon. Anyway, oh, wrong button. Create seems like a cool mod to be getting into, but it does make some pretty big structures, and it gets kind of confusing, but it seems pretty fun. And then we get on to immersive engineering. Oh boy, I've been forced to do immersive engineering multiple times before, and it's fine, it's just a little slow and kind of inefficient, but maybe forcing myself to use it, it'll be fun. I don't know. And then thermal, just expansion, foundation, whatever. Thermal is very, very good. This is like the spiritual successor to IC2, even though IC2 does still exist in these modern mod packs, but thermal expansion is very good. Industrial foregoing, I've used quite a lot before. It's annoying because plastic, but it seems pretty strong, so I'm fine to use that, and I'm very familiar with it. Refined storage seems like the reincarnation of AE2, and it might be a bit more balanced and a bit easier to get, so I'm excited to try using that. Environmental tech, that's just automate all systems for you involving mining, and it's very strong. Pneumaticraft is another kind of tech mod similar to immersive engineering, but more modern-ish. I've barely touched it before, but it looks kind of complicated. Woot is a new mod. This just seems like quality of life stuff. Mechanism, very, very strong. Mechanism is basically the upgraded version of thermal expansion. And oh, they are very powerful machines. Mystical agriculture, that's just, you can now farm metal. You can farm pretty much every important resource, and combined with immersive engineering with their garden cloches, it's very, very strong. Power, I've never touched much, but it also seems pretty good. Psi seems maybe new, but it also kind of reminds me of equivalent exchange. Oh, hi tree. Extended crafting, that's all just like very, very late game stuff, and then you get into the creative things. Like, if I could show an example of a creative thing, or even just extended crafting. I spell extended. Alright, let's take the ultimate auto crafter. You get this kind of thing, where you make stuff that's stupidly expensive for stuff that's stupidly powerful. What the... Why would you go to all of this effort for some of the... I mean, it's just like extreme quality of life in the end of things, at the end of the day. This ultimate ingot, what the hell is this used for? The ultimate component? I think that's it, just the ultimate component. Like, what? This is just... Even the elite... Or even the advance is getting pretty crazy. Like, god damn. This is... Oof. Oh wait, that's the auto table. And it's still the same thing. Yeah. This is, very powerful. So anyway, you can kind of see where this is going to go. All starting from pretty much nothing. So, I'm excited to get to the end of this. So, yeah, I'll see you there. Bye.